Sup, Ryu here for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Council with Chaos Dragons. This is always the one deck I like to go back to more than anything. Even more than Blue Eyes, ladies and gents. Because it's just the one deck I love. This is the 6-axis Chaos Dragons. So, if you're waiting on that combo guide for, the zombie version, it's coming, don't worry. So, BLS, Dark Arm, Red Eyes, Staples. One each, obviously. Thanks, Konami. 3 Light Pulsar Dragon, pretty self-explanatory. Best dragon ever. Jokingly, it's actually Red Eyes. Double Chaos Sorcerer, because you don't want to run 3, because it will clog like a bitch. So that's why you only run 2. Then, since this is called the 6-axis version, it allows you basically to hit the level 6 engine, which is Tefnuts, Malicious, Laboratory Dragon, Caius. This engine here allows you to have more flexibility through the deck, allows you to hit certain levels that you normally wouldn't, gives you outs of things you normally wouldn't. Caius, regular Caius is amazing, still to this day. The target one on the field, to remove it is still a fantastic effect, but there's so many monsters that have built-in protection, he's not quite as useful, but hey, you could always take out back row, so that's still something, right? Triple Malicious, because rank 8 spam, level 8 spam and rank 6 spam. That's what I meant to say. Laboratory Dragons, you need a vanilla target for these beautiful Tefnuts. They're not so beautiful. They should be super rare. Someone's going to tell me. Triple Effect Valor, because anytime you could dump a light into the graveyard is always a good time. And it's always a fun time. Stunning your opponent is still fantastic. This card is pretty damn good against ABC. Then we have Double Plague Spreader, because you only need 2. You don't want to run 3. It'll clog. Double both of Chaos Minis, because Chaos Minis, best minis ever. 2 of the white, 2 of the black. That's how you want it. You want to keep those ratios even. 1 Eclipse Wyvern. There's really only 2 targets in the deck for this, but it's still obviously something you want to run. Then we have our Mill Engine, which does not include Card Trooper anymore, RIP. Which includes 2 Ray and 3 Lila, so I can run 2 Charger Light Brigade now with 3 Allure of Darkness for Uber Speeds. Uber Speed. Lila basically just allows you to target a back row and get from there. Rain's going to speed you up and also allow you to basically make giant plays with them. If my hand gets a little like shaky or locked like this, don't worry about it. It's just spinal cord injury. Yeah, so that's the thing. Double Track, Double Gores, because I like to basically have defense. They're 2 of my favorite hand traps when it comes to battle phase stuff. It's still one of my favorite things to do. And with Allure of Darkness at 3, you're going to be able to run them so well now. It's a really high monster count. What can I say? Spells, we have Raigeki. 1, 2, 3. Allure of Darkness, so beautiful to see 3 Allure of Darkness in a deck again. Double Charger Light Brigade and Double Twin Twist, because Double Twin Twist is going to allow you to basically just say, I don't like that back row, break that back row up and put a light or a dark in the grave, which is always great, because everything in the freaking deck is a light or a dark. That is monster-wise. Double Charge is going to help you speed through the deck and get to that Light Sworn that you're looking for. Triple Allure of Darkness is going to basically be your main source of draw power for this build, so it allows consistency. Even though it's at 43 cards, the deck is extremely fast. And it also combos extremely hard. And there's also, of course, Raigeki, because it's a staple. I could get away without running this now because of the speed of the deck, but hey, I decided against that. For the extra deck, I am not currently maining Utopia Lightning. I am only maining these rank 4s because sometimes Utopia Lightning is just really not worth it for me. I'm trying to see how the meta pans out before I really work on a side deck for this deck, because it's kind of hard. I'll phrase it this way because I know people are going to be interested in what I have to say about it. Phantom Knights have the best grind game right now. Cosmos have the best explosive plays. And Blue Eyes currently has the greatest consistency right now meta-wise, because it's not really an undetermined factor of how the deck's going to run. We all pretty much know how we want to run our Blue Eyes, and we go from there. So I'm trying to figure out what's going to be the best extra deck lineup, and right now 101 is still pretty okay for me. Direwolf is still pretty okay. I like Direwolf because it's pretty much suicides and then takes out a back row and allows me to go from there, so I don't like to fuck with that synergy, and Castel is Castel. It's amazing. The lack of Utopia Lightning, even though I own it, and I could easily put it in, it's mainly because this deck is more focused on rank 6 and really cool level 8 synchros, So that was part of the reason why I decided, hey, you know what? Let me see how this format pans out before I really start diving into saying, okay, I need to cut 101 for Utopia and then find something else to cut out for Utopia the Lightning, which I pretty much had planned out in my head if it came to it. For the level, the rank 6, I have a bad habit of misphrasing things. We have Gauntlet Launcher, Utopia Beyond, M7. M7 allows you to recycle anything that hits your graveyard back to your hand. That's a monster. Utopia Beyond allows you to OTK status. Even the most pesky little fucks get wrecked by this card. Wrecked. Gauntlet Launcher allows you to basically use this effect twice per turn, and you could blow it up and then go into Gaia Dragon. And this is not the card I would cut. I honestly, I still want to keep Gaia Dragon just for those lousy freaking banish him out for Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon plays, so that's still something I would want to do. My new favorite level 6 synchro ever, Coral Dragon, honestly, besides, I should say that's illegal because Brownack would take the one that would probably be my most favorite level 6 synchro ever, but Coral Dragon's pretty nice too. We have Black Rose for nuking the board. When you need to nuke it, you can actually get into this guy pretty easy. We have Cypherm Lord Omega because Cypherm Lord Omega is freaking fantastic in any Chaos variant or any synchro deck that can really focus on bringing him and utilize him to his best ability of putting something back into your graveyard. He's just fantastic and changes the way we play the game. So, can't talk highly enough about him. But BL's good staller, good against Blue Eyes to some degree. Again, to some degree, QQ in the corner. Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend allows me to just obliterate fields and end games extremely quickly, just like Utopia the Lightning, Beyond. I'm about to say the Lightning. This is the one card I'd probably drop out if I was going to do the Utopia thing with 101, is Star Spark Dragon. It's not that I don't think it's not worth it, but it combos so damn nice with Scrap Dragon, and obviously, since this is a deck that can revive Scrap Dragon constantly, I want to make use of that, so I love Scrap Dragon. But if I have to start a Spark Dragon on the field with it, I can go into it. But I haven't gotten into him or 101. I actually went in 101 some like rogue decks. But I haven't gotten into like either one of those for a while. So that's why I'm considering Utopia Lightning to take this spot in 101. Really Utopia the Lightning. But we'll see how that progresses. Right now I'm still kind of just seeing if I really do need it for this build. But Scrap Dragon is still a lousy card, but it's like Direwolf. It works perfectly. I don't recommend this for any real synchro decks outside of this one deck. This is the one deck that can abuse the shit out of it. And then finally, to end off our extra deck, we have Leo, King of the Sacred Tree, or whatever the hell part that is. I'm a little bit too exhausted to really see. My turtle's going nuts. He's like just pissed at me. I'm not giving him attention. You can actually hear him. Side note, but Leo is fantastic. You can't be targeted. You're going to just demolish things. I just whack shit. Demolish it just like that. Anyway, guys, I'm going to end the video off here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. As always, make sure to subscribe for more if you enjoy the content. Till then, peace.